Hi everyone, Adrian here. Did you know that in Excel spreadsheets you can sort your tables data not only by rows but also by columns? In today's video I will present you both methods using custom sort. Let's start. Before sort examples, let's raise the awareness on your data safety first. And I will start with two warnings. The first is the unsort risk. You may encounter situations when you cannot unsort your tables. Once a table is sorted and the Excel file is saved and closed, the original order of the data is lost, and there is no way that the data can be restored to its initial state. To avoid this, it is recommended to add a helper column to the table, maybe at the beginning, before sorting. This helper column can contain a unique identifier for each row, similar to row index, that preserves the original row order of the table. The helper column can then be used to resort the data back to its original order if needed, even if the file was previously saved and closed. Let me show you what I mean. I'll insert a new column at the beginning of this table. I'll name it row. I will press 1, press Ctrl and hold, and then using fill handle, I'll drag down with the mouse until the end of the table. Using this method, you can reduce the risk of data loss or errors in analysis. You may check my video dedicated to automatic row indexing. The second warning is regarding the partial table selection for sort. Excel will detect if there is data present near the selection and will display a sort warning dialog box. This can compromise the data if your table will not be sorted by choosing expand the selection option, unless you want to continue with the current selection, because Excel only sorts the selected cells and leaves the rest of the data unsorted. This can cause issues if you have related data that should be kept together, such as employee name and their corresponding departments. To avoid this risk, you can take the following steps. Always select the entire table or the range of cells that contain the related data you want to sort. For this, you may click inside a table and use the shortcut Ctrl A. Second, choose the expand the selection option in the sort warning dialog box. This will ensure that all the related data is sorted together. As a recommendation, you may create also a copy of the original table before any partial sort is applied. This ensures that you will be able to come back to your initial data state. Let's see together the availability of sort menus and options inside an Excel file. What are the buttons that will display custom sort dialog box? First, you can go to menu home, all the way to sort and filter, and by pressing you will find the custom sort option. Second, it will be to go to data menu and then pressing sort. A quick sorting access can be inside the table by clicking on any cell with the right mouse click and going into the menu to the sort option. Over here we have alphabetical or cell color, font color, and formatting icon. If we have two cells that are going to be colored, I can point the cell that is already formatted with the needed color, and I can right click inside of the cell, and then I'll go to sort, and I have the option put selected cell color on top. You'll see that the colored cells are now on the top of the table. I'll undo. Regarding the font color, it works similar. This time I will color with red font those three cells. To sort them, I need to right click any of the red font colored cells, and I will go to sort, and I will choose the put selected font color on top. I'll undo. What about the formatting icons? I will choose, for example, the age column, and I will go to condition formatting, to icon sets. This will be the subject of another video, so stay tuned. And I will put those 3 icons for traffic lights. It works similar. For example, if I want to put the green dots on the top, I will simply select one of the cells containing a green dot. I will right click it and I will go to sort, put selected formatting icon on top. You will see that the green cells are now on top of the table. There is also the menu data, and instead of sort I will press filter from the sort and filter group. This activates the auto filter containing sort options inside drop-down menus for each column header. There is also a shortcut to activate auto filter on table headers, Ctrl-Shift-L. By pressing them all together, once again it will deactivate the auto filter. I'll press again to activate it, and depending on the type of data present on each column, the sort options will change. For example, on B column, type of data can be sorted alphabetically. On C column, we have numbers. On numerical values, the sort option will change from smallest to largest or from largest to smallest. On column D, employment date, we have calendar days or dates. The sort option will be oldest to newest or newest to oldest. You'll also observe that if the dates are correctly formatted, you have the dates grouped by years, months, and even days. I will deactivate the auto filter and we will start with sort examples. First method should be sorting from top to bottom by cell values on one column. I will select the entire column B for the names by clicking inside the header, then pressing Ctrl Shift and down arrow. Then I'll go to data and I will press sort. Expand the selection and I'll press sort. Then I will choose name and I will put sort on cell values, and we can choose to sort them alphabetically. I press OK. We have the list sorted alphabetically. We can choose to select one part of a column. It is not recommended. Here a recommendation will be to copy the column partial selection and to sort it separately. And you can select the zone that has been copied and can sort it separately. To sort by type of data, so the sort option changes automatically based on automatic detection of data type available on each column. This means that we should have a well-formed list. A well-formed list in Excel is a table of data that is organized in a way that makes it easier to sort, filter, and analyze data. The table should have a header row that contains the column names. Each column should contain only one type of data. As you can see here, it's alphabetical, here is numerical, here we have dates, and so on. There should be no blank rows or columns within the table, and there should be no merged cells or subtotals. Why we don't need empty rows or columns inside our table? Because when we choose to select the entire table with Ctrl A, it will stop at the first row and the first column that are empty. I will erase the empty row and the empty column. By creating a well-formed list, you can take the advantage of many Excel's features, such as sorting and filtering. It also ensures that your data is organized in a consistent and standardized way, making it easier not only for you, but also for others to understand and use when necessary. A quick note here, if any data will be written in the cells near the outside border of the well-formed list, that data will be sorted also. Let me show you an example. If I type information outside the walls of the well-formed list, that information will be included in the future sort. Let's try this one. Data, sort by employment date, cell values, oldest in use. You'll see that data found near the well-formed list external borders is also sorted. To avoid this, it will be necessary to select only the range of the well-formed list and then press sort on employment date, oldest in use, okay, and the data that has been written near the well-formed list will stay in place. I will delete the data near the well-formed list, and before going to the next example, let's see if the helper column can restore the initial order of the rows from the beginning. I will sort by the helper column A. I go to data, I'll press sort. I will choose sort by column row on cell values, and I will leave order smallest to largest, and I'll press OK. You see that immediately the original row order is restored. Let's continue with sort top to bottom by values of multiple columns. A short note here, we will use multiple sort levels that need to have an order because they cannot be applied simultaneously. We will use multiple columns in sequence and multiple sort levels in cascade. Those levels are available in custom sort dialog box. I will choose for this multiple sort option columns age and department. I will click inside the well-formed list, our table, and I'll press sort. In sort dialog box, I will want to sort by department first. So I can delete the previous sort, and I will add a level to sort by column department on cell values, and I can sort them alphabetically. To sort also by age, I will add a new level for sorting, and you will observe that adding the second level for sort, it will be named then by. So first it will be by department column, then by column age. I will leave sort on cell values, and it can be order largest to smallest to see first the employees with the biggest age. I'll press OK, and you will see that department has been sorted, and we will have also the age in descending order. I will show you now an example of sort combined with custom lists for one column. You will observe that column E contains the months, and there are also text values. Over here you cannot sort them alphabetically. A solution will be to sort. I will use expand the selection, and I will delete the previous levels of sorting. I'll add a new level to sort by column month. I will sort on cell values, but instead of A to Z, we will use this time custom list. You'll observe that in this dialog box, we have already the predefined custom list for the months that cannot be deleted. Is inserted by default in Excel custom list, and I will use this order starting with January to December. I'll press OK. Pressing OK once again in the sort dialog box, you'll observe at the end that all the months have been sorted in order using custom lists that were already predefined in Excel. I will use now custom lists for multiple columns. I will sort by month, and then I will sort by weekday. For weekdays we have also a predefined custom list inside Excel. I'll go to sort. I will leave the month with the custom list order, and I will add a second level, then sort by column weekday, sort on cell values, and I will choose the custom list for the weekdays order from Sunday to Saturday. It's also predefined, it cannot be deleted, and I will press OK. OK once again, and you will see that for the first sort, which is the month, the second sort will be the weekday, and so on. But what if you want to sort your data by your own custom list? I'll choose department to show the example, and I'll go to sort. I will delete the previous sort levels. I'll add a new one. I'll sort by column department on cell values, and we will create a custom list, a new one, using this option, and on list entries we will insert the desired order. I will choose first sales, enter, then finance and HR. Doesn't necessarily to contain all list entries. What is important here is the order of the first, second, and so on list entries. If I press add, the list will be created. I will press OK and OK once again. You will see that sales is the first in the list, followed by finance and HR. The missing custom list item is marketing, and it will be sorted at the end after custom sort order that has been specified inside the custom list. In custom list dialog box, it is possible also to sort by cell color, font color, or conditional formatting icons. To do that, I will go to sort, I will delete the level, I'll add a new one, and I will show you an example to sort by icons. We have icons on C column, which is called age. Instead of cell values, on sort on column, we will choose conditional formatting icon. Immediately Excel will detect what conditional formatting icons are present on age column, and we will have the possibility to choose from all variants available. We have the three icons, and we can choose, for example, to put red on top. If I press OK, you'll observe that the red values are sorted on top of the table. I'll continue by adding a new level. I'll sort on the same age column using conditional formatting, and I will put secondly, on the second level for sorting, the green icons. It will stay also on top. The cascade type of sorting when using multiple levels in custom sort dialog box. Okay, you'll observe that red is the first, followed by green and yellow at the end. For the cell color example, I will color by using the home menu those cells randomly selected with another color, and I will put also those cells also randomly selected with green color. Let's go now to data menu, sort, and we can add another level that can be moved down or up depending on the need, and I will select the first column, employment date. Instead of cell values, we will use cell color. For the first, we can choose green. We may put them on top, and for the next level sorting, we can choose also employment date, cell color, and we may select the orange background cell color. I'll press OK, and you'll observe that for each icon color we have on top first the green background cells, followed by orange. This is cascade sorting. I can change the order of sorting by going back to the sort custom menu, and I can select the sort level and I can move it at the top. for cell color sorting options. If I press OK, you will observe that now the first option will be the green background cells followed by orange background cells. The icon sets will be sorted after cell color sorting. Font color inside custom sort dialog box works similarly. Let's choose randomly some names, and I will go to choose the font color, and then I can go back to data, sort, expand the selection to ensure that the data is linked all together, and we can delete the levels and add a new one for name column. It will be sorted not on cell values but on font color, and the only color that stands out is red. It will be on top. We can choose also on bottom, and I'll press OK. You will see that the red font text cells are sorted on the bottom as requested in the sort options. But what if you need to reorder multiple columns in the same worksheet using custom sort? The bonus tip for you, it will be sort table columns. This is the equivalent of sorting from left to right of the table by cell values present on the first row or the table header. And not only, if it is necessary, you can sort also by multiple levels, by multiple rows, applying more than one sort level in cascade. I will choose the first row, the table header. This gives an advantage as a sort option can be used when you want to reorder the table columns in a specific order. So we will create a custom list without copy and paste method, and you may reapply the column sort multiple times from left to right as long as the column header names remain unchanged. So where do we find the option to sort from left to right the columns in a table? It is also at sort. I will expand the selection. I will delete the previous sort level and I will add a new one. Please observe that here we have the word column. By default, it will appear anytime when we press the sort button. But to change from left to right, there is the options button that contains the orientation of the sort options. Instead of sort top to bottom that we have used in all previous examples, we are going to choose sort left to right. I'll press OK. You'll see that there is no column word written. It has been changed with row. And I will sort by row number 1. On cell values, order, it will be a custom list. I will create a new list. The first column that I want to be in the table, it will be age, enter, followed by name and by department. I'll press add. Press OK. OK once again. And you'll see that age is followed by name and then by department. The other column headers that were not introduced into the custom list were sorted also from left to right alphabetically. Also in sort options, you will find an extra setting called case sensitive. If you press it, the only difference will be that the same words written with lower letters will be sorted first, followed by words in capital letters. Let me show you an example. I will choose options with case sensitive, sort top to bottom, press OK. I will add a level to sort by department on cell values alphabetically. Okay, but what if we have HR written with small letters and we have also cells written with capital letters? We'll choose again data, sort by department on cell values A to Z and OK. You see that the first word HR written with small letters will be the first in the group HR, and the one that with capital letters, sales, will be the last in sales group. Note that this option in sort, it will be reset each time you go back to sort, and the default option is sort top to bottom. And don't forget to check if your data has headers. If so, leave the checkbox ticked. If we untick the checkbox, you'll observe that column names will disappear. I'll put back the check mark in the box and you may see that column header names appears automatically. If I switch the orientation of the sort from left to right, observe that rows will not be named as a comparison with the column headers. Even if we have row headers, I'll select the entire table and I'll transpose it by right-clicking beside the well-formed list and by going to paste special options and choosing transpose. Over here the column headers have been transposed into row headers and we have 7 rows. Even if we select inside the transpose table, we go to data, sort, options, sort to left to right and OK, you'll observe that the row headers will not appear.
Custom sort is a powerful tool. Feel free to use it starting from now. Thanks for watching.